looking at. All right, here we go. All right. Hi, and thanks for coming to watch this video from Carolina Varsity. We're covering the third round of the North Carolina High School Football Playoffs. We're in the 3AA segment, and we've got a game here of Hickory Ridge at 11-2 hosting Marvin Ridge 8-5.
Yes, I know everybody's going to be quick to hand the edge off to Hickory Ridge, because of the records and all that. But don't let Marvin Ridge's record fool you, though. They've played some tough teams early on. They've for 3 straight weeks to open the season, they had South Meck, who they lost to 27-21, and South Meck was real healthy at the time. Then they played defending 2AA state champion Monroe. That was a 2-point loss, 23-21. Then they narrowly lost to Ardrey Kell, 36-34. So they've had some tough teams that they went up against. And then, of course, to close out the season, Hickory Ridge had an impressive 27-7 win over West Rowan. These two teams have 3 opponents in common: Concord, Robinson, and Piedmont. Marvin Ridge beat all 3 of those teams these past 2 weeks, actually. They beat Concord 49-42 in the first round, beat Robinson 48-28 just last week, and then beat Piedmont in a conference game 40-13. Hickory Ridge lost to Concord earlier in the year 15-13 and lost to Robinson 41-27 and beat Piedmont the first game of the year 14-0. But this point in the season, these games actually bear no weight. They're both going to be ready for this one. I think it's going to be a great game by both teams. The only thing I see right here is a 34-3 blowout by Weddington, against Marvin Ridge. But right. Weddington is still alive, and they too have been blowing teams out of the water.
That's right. In fact, if they win and Weddington should happen to win against AC Reynolds, they'll get a rematch against them the following week. So the thing that I noted when I looked down the list is, as you mentioned, their losses. We had Monroe is playing third round of the playoffs right now. They beat the common opponents, and Hickory Ridge did not. And actually, Hickory Ridge lost kind of big to Robinson. And Marvin Ridge beat Robinson pretty handily. So that kind of right there is kind of an eye-opener that you have to kind of look at. If we don't have stats that we can go on, unfortunately, to look and see in depth of why these things happen. But just looking down at the schedule and the teams that each have played, I'm thinking that one of the advantages that Hickory Ridge has is they're in the third round of the playoffs. They're at home, so there's some maybe motivation and momentum that they can pick up from their fan base out of hosting a third round game. So the report is predicting a 32-25 Hickory Ridge win. So Jeff, what are you picking?
I think I'm going to take Marvin Ridge in a 38-35 ball game.
38-35. So another close ball game. I'm leaning Hickory Ridge right now, and I'm picking Hickory Ridge in. I think if these two teams that I mentioned to you, Jeff, before, if these two teams were playing on a neutral field and it wasn't the playoffs, I think Marvin Ridge would win the ball game by a couple of points. I think you add those elements in, it's going to give Hickory Ridge the advantage, and they're going to win by a few points. I like your 3-point pick. I'm going to go with 31-28 is what I'm going to go with. And so there you go. That's the best we could do. We looked for some feedback from people. we didn't get it. We did get some good feedback yesterday. We appreciate it. We are also on Facebook Live, so we appreciate it. Give us some thumbs up on the YouTube video and tell us what you think. Why did Jeff get it wrong? Why did I get it wrong? Thanks for watching.
Thank you.